The twinkling lights were all hung, the sleigh was polished to a brilliant shine, and the reindeer were pawing the snowy ground, eager to fly. Everything was perfect for Christmas Eve, except for one tiny, gigantic problem. Santa Claus was sick. He was bundled up in his favorite quilt, his nose was as red as Rudolph's, and his hearty ho-ho-ho had turned into a weak little ho-a-chew. Mrs. Claus was frantic, trying every remedy she knew. Peppermint tea, honey lemon soup, even a special North Pole poultice made of snowflake dust and ginger. But nothing worked. Santa was just too unwell to fly around the world. In the workshop, the elves were in a panic. The presents were all wrapped, the lists were all checked twice. But with Santa grounded, how would they ever reach the children? Christmas was on the brink of being cancelled. Just as a single tear rolled down a little elf's cheek, a strange rumbling sound echoed from the far corner of the workshop. The door creaked open, and in marched a group of beings no one had ever seen at the North Pole before. They were stout and bearded, with pointed hats and kind, wrinkly eyes. These were the magical gnomes from the crystal caves, masters of earth and stone. They had heard the North Pole's distress call through the vibrations of the land. The head gnome, whose beard was braided with glittering geodes, approached Santa bed. He held out a steaming mug filled with a glowing, mossy green liquid. "Drink this." "Good Santa," he rumbled in a voice like shifting stones. "A brew of sunstone lichen and deep earth minerals. It will restore your strength." Santa took a sip and then another. A warm feeling spread through him, and the color returned to his cheeks. His cough softened, and his head began to clear. But even with his strength returning, Santa was still weak. The gnomes could help with health. But they weren't exactly built for speed or heights. Just then, another commotion erupted outside. A squadron of figures landed in the snow, not with a sleigh, but on the backs of mighty tusked boars. They were tall and strong, with green skin and surprisingly gentle eyes. These were the Sky Rider ORCs from the Cloud-Top Mountains, renowned for their incredible navigation skills and unmatched physical power. Their leader, a formidable ORC named Grak, bowed respectfully to Santa. "We heard the wind carry the children's worried whispers," she said, her voice a powerful but warm gust. "The ORCs will not let Christmas fail." In a flash, they organized. The gnomes, with their incredible strength, began loading the massive sacks of presents onto the backs of the boars. The ORCs, with their knowledge of wind currents and star patterns, charted the fastest and safest routes across the globe. Santa, now feeling much better, watched in amazement. He couldn't fly the sleigh himself, but he could be the mission commander. He climbed onto Grak's lead boar, the master list held tight in his hands. And so began the most unusual Christmas delivery ever. The gnomes provided the ground support, ensuring every last present was accounted for. The ORCs soared through the night sky on their powerful steeds, navigating through blizzards and over oceans with pinpoint accuracy. They were a whirlwind of green skin and gray beards, of rumbling boars and earthy magic. They descended into cities and slid down chimneys with a strength and agility that even Santa had to admire. Grak would read the next location, and an ORC rider would zip off, a sack of toys slung over their shoulder, guided by the stars and a desire to bring joy. As the sun began to peek over the horizon, the last present was delivered. The unlikely team returned to the North Pole, tired but triumphant. Santa, now fully recovered, stood before them all. "You saved Christmas," he boomed, his voice back to its full, jolly power. "You have shown that the spirit of giving and helping one another is the true magic of this season. From this day forward, gnomes and ORCs will always be honored guests at the North Pole." The elves cheered, the reindeer pranced, and everyone celebrated the most wonderfully unexpected Christmas ever. It just goes to show, you never know where you'll find a hero, and sometimes the best gifts are the friends who show up when you need them most. Thanks for watching our little story. We hope you have a wonderful holiday season. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more magical tales.